Hello, good evening. I'm Elmer Anna Banales, and tonight I'll be sharing my first vlog for my channel Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish. So before I dig into that, let me share you a story back in 2017 when I was working as a process engineer at Amherst Laboratories Inc. So I overheard a conversation from my supervisor and a colleague of mine, and they were actually discussing their strengths and they were certain about their lists. And during that time, I got really curious. I want to know my strengths. So after that day, I went to a national bookstore and find a book or a reference wherein I could discover my strengths. And there you go. I was able to find this book, which is Strengths Finder 2.0 from Gallup and Tom Rath. So the basic question is, what is actually strength? So based on the book, strength is the ability to consistently provide near perfect performance. And in addition to that, talent multiplied by investment, you'll be able to have your strength. And I agree, we do have different talents. Some people are actually easy, or they are easy for them to tell stories. They find the perfect word for the thing that they want to convey. So if you have that particular talent, that is actually under the theme of communication. And then if you are really a hard worker, you put time in putting more effort in developing that talent, then once you do that, that will become your strength. So strength is a combination of your talent and at the same time investment. So let's say, for example, your talent is 5 and then you put more time in developing it. Let's say also at the rating of 5, multiply the 2 to have a strength of 25. So that is coming from the book. So after taking the exam or the assessment, I was able to discover my top 5 strengths. And then the book also will lead you in having some action plans in improving your strengths. So for this book, for this video, I'll be sharing my top 3 strengths only. Okay, so number 1 is focus. So according to the book, it says, or it defines like this: where am I headed? You ask yourself. You ask this question every day. Guided by this theme of focus, you need a clear destination. Lacking one, your life and your work can quickly become frustrating. And so each year, each month, and each week, you set goals. And the action plan for this theme of focus: when you set goals, discipline yourself to include timelines and measurements. They'll provide regular proof that you're indeed making progress. So yep, this is actually true. Doing my work as of now is that it requires that I should be intensely focused. What I normally do is that I keep my phone so that I won't be distracted, and at the same time actually checking that I commit to be able to submit the needed deadline for a particular task, so I will avoid any distraction for me to accomplish it. Okay, another strength of mine is learner. So it says here, you love to learn. The subject matter that interests you will be determined by your other themes and experiences. But whatever the subject, you will always be drawn to the process of learning. The process more than the content or the result, especially exciting for you. And one action plan for this: refine how you learn. For example, you might learn best by teaching. If so, seek out opportunities to present to others. You might learn best through quiet reflections. If so, find a quiet time. So as a learner, I'm actually fond of reading books and I want to be able to digest the things that I have learned by jotting it down in a certain notebook. At the same time, if I want to review a certain thing that I already forgotten, I will go back to the book that I have already read and review that, so that I'll be able to apply it at my current work or my current situation. And the third strength that I'll be sharing is discipline. So your world needs to be predictable, it needs to be ordered and planned. So you instinctively impose structure on your world. You set up routines, you focus on timelines and deadlines. You break long-term projects into a series of specific short-term plans, and you work through each plan diligently. And as a suggestion, create routines that require you to systematically follow through. Over time, people will come to appreciate this kind of predictability. And actually at work, I have planned my daily tasks for the day, and I have my time block for a specific major task. So let's say, for example, I'm handling the food safety of the plant. On that particular time block, I will be accomplishing the task related to that time block, and I should be focused at the same time, so that I'll be able to achieve those tasks in that given time frame. So I do that consistently so that I won't miss anything. So yeah, those are the top 3 strengths that I have discovered in this book. And just to summarize, each one of us has talents, and it's good to know and be aware of them, but it's much better to invest time in developing it and practicing, so that it will become our strength. And once we know our strength, we should be capitalizing on them, and we'll have good leverage in different aspects of our life, from work, career, business, etc. Okay, so see you then. Bye bye, and stay hungry, stay foolish.